Hi YouTube. Hey, this is Mike again. I just wanted to make another real quick video about something that I feel really strongly about, and it's prescription medication versus alcohol. Um, you know, it seems like the federal government, all the states, they're coming down on opioid, and I think they should. Don't get me wrong. I think it needs to be very regulated and controlled. Um, but unfortunately, they're going after a lot of the wrong people, and a lot of people that need the medication and that benefit from the medication and don't abuse the medication. They're paying the price for the people that abuse medications. Um, anyway, I went and I did a few or just some research on prescription medication versus alcohol. And, you know, first let me say, you don't need a prescription to get alcohol, but alcohol yet is a drug. Prescription is yet a drug, and alcohol is even more potent than most of the medications, most of the prescriptions. Um, so, I just wanted to share with you a couple um, facts on the research that I've done in comparison from alcohol to prescriptions. Um, 15 million people struggle with alcoholism in the U.S. every year. Um, um, there were 88,000 deaths a year from alcohol-related incidents. Um, each day, at least 30 people die from alcohol-related impairment. That's one death every 51 minutes. Approximately 7,000 children in the U.S. under the age of 16 take their first drink every day. Excessive alcohol consumption cost taxpayers in the U.S. $223.5 billion from 2006 to 2017. Teen alcohol use kills 4,700 children each year. Children. That's more than all other drugs, prescription, all drugs combined. It's insane. And yet they're not going after alcohol. They're not saying, okay, we need to regulate alcohol. We need to make people get prescriptions for alcohol. It doesn't make any sense. It's insanity. There are less than 1,000 deaths in children from the ages 16 to 18 from opioid prescription medications a year. Less than 1,000. There were, let's see, from 2005 to 2017, there were a total of 22,400 prescription drug related deaths. And that's all prescription drugs combined, not just opioids. That's all prescription medications in the U.S. On average, 2,500 people abuse prescription drugs each year. Okay, that's like I found all this information on Google. It's like I can't help but to be confused because I don't see all these cities and states and stuff saying we think that alcohol needs to be controlled, or that people need to go get a prescription in order to get alcohol, which is what I think. I honestly believe that if you want to drink, you need to be evaluated and be of sound mind to be able to drink alcohol. I believe that because you have to go get a prescription I mean, to go get medication, and it's less. I mean, alcohol's more potent than most prescriptions that I've seen in my lifetime. I can tell you this: alcohol. When the few times that I've taken a shot in my life, and which alcohol doesn't mesh with me, but I went to the dentist, and he's given me a pain medication like hydrocodone or Vicodin or something like that, and and it had almost no effect. But I could take one shot of alcohol, and it had 4 times the effect than any pill I ever took. So, and that's just from personal experience. I mean, it's different for everybody, I know, but I'm just saying, I mean, they're up in arms about and making this huge campaign and just all making a big stink about prescription medications and opioids and stuff like that, and giving doctors a hard time, and trying to take the control out of the doctors, out of somebody that's went to medical school half their life. They're trying to tell them what they can and can't do with their prescriptions and medications and so forth. And yet, any U.S. citizen can walk into any store and drink themselves to death. I mean, it makes no sense. Anyway, I think if they need to, if federal government or state government or whatever needs, I think if they need to have something to blow money on, blow it on people that are consuming too much alcohol. Blow it on people that, I mean, the statistics don't lie. I mean, it is what it is. So the way I look at it is, they're going after the wrong people. They need to start going after the alcohol manufacturers. They need to start going after these power drinkers and binge drinkers, or the people that don't have the common sense to control what alcohol. I mean, I know people that go to doctors and pain management doctors and so forth. They adhere to strict regulations, and they have to. I mean, the rules and regulations are endless, but there's nothing for alcohol. It makes no sense. So, if I'd appreciate any feedback you guys could give me on this, and let me know what you think, your opinions. I believe that they're barking up the wrong tree. They're going after the wrong substance, in my opinion. I think they need to refocus. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for your time. Thanks, and have a blessed day.